Hello and welcome to the second Men's Supa-Liga Round 11 match of the day. Today we have the West Coast Cobras in the green kit up against the Condors in the maroon, white and red. A lot of excitement down here. It's going to be an exciting match. Both teams at the moment sitting on equal points, 20 points with the West Coast Cobras ahead on goal difference in 4th place and the Condors in 5th. But whoever wins this match is potentially going to make top 4 and going to get to play in the championship semi-final. Whoever loses will potentially lose their opportunity, or will definitely lose their opportunity to make top 4. I think it's slightly dependent on whether the Spearwood Lions win against the Northern Hawks tonight, whether either of these teams can make top 4, but it's still going to be a very exciting match as both teams are going to be wanting the win. Lineups for today for the West Coast Cobras. We have number 13, Connor O'Driscoll, number 9, Luke Ross, number 21, Liam Cummins, number 69, Dexter Hard, number 10, Hazrat Clarkey, number 22, Lachlan Ryan, number 1, Thomas Robles, number 4, Jake Pizzuto, number 23, Ash Rowson, number 28, Michael Dudek, and number 19, Jordan G. Capo. And for the Condors FC, we have number 15, Cristobal Zuniga, number 5, Rodrigo Silva, number 7, Felipe Vera, number 10, Brian Santibonez, number 9, Gonzalo Colazo. Just as I'm reading that out, a chance for the West Coast Cobras to put themselves ahead nice and early. Hits the post. Just reading out the team list. Number 11, Yemi Atuez. Number 4, Christian Gonzalez. Number 6, Felipe Antisavici. And number 8, Henry Martinez. A great tackle there by Luke Ross for the West Coast Cobras. Shot coming from Atuez. Sent over the bar. Pizzuto has a Clarkey in the middle, facing forwards against Atuez. And he's dispossessed. Atuez now. Colazo with the shot over the bar. It's 2 shots over the bar within a minute for the Condors FC side. A Clarkey almost dispossessed again. Luckily gets it back to the feet of Ross. Ryan, Pizzuto, a Clarkey, has Ryan. Great movement by the West Coast Cobras here. Ryan, Pizzuto. Colazo has pressed forward and ball through from a Clarkey. A good idea for the run of Pizzuto. Pizzuto pressing on Vera, sorry. Free kick given to the West Coast Cobras side. There's a yellow card, yes, for the Condors number 10 early in this match, Brian Santibonez. Ross sends it over the bar. Zuniga starting play. Vera. Santibonez against Ross. Sees Atuez make the run down the line and he makes his way into the attacking half. Gets the shot off. Robles gets his hands to it. Vera couldn't get his foot on that ball. I think Santibonez played it. Maybe Colazo. Vera now being pressed high by Pizzuto and Santibonez. An easy outlet. West Coast Cobras just leaving Pizzuto to do all the pressing by himself. Ryan on the side kick. A Clarkey has Pizzuto. Ross. Great run forwards by Clarkey. Pizzuto. Oh, and a great idea by the West Coast Cobras. Luke Ross's ball a little bit too long for the run of Pizzuto. And the ball forwards from Atuez, I believe that was. Yes, Atuez sending it down the line. Way too far for any of his players to get on the end of. Ryan with a great run and great ball from Ross. A Clarkey under pressure from Vera, and side ball goes the way of West Coast Cobras. Ryan has Pizzuto on the left. Pizzuto keeps it in. No, Pizzuto does not keep it in. Zuniga restarts play. Collazo against Ross. He gets past Pizzuto. Collazo with the shot, and that's a great save from Robles. West Coast Cobras letting Collazo through a little bit too easily on that occasion. Santi Benez finds Vera in the middle, almost unmarked. And now a 3v1 advantage. Luke Ross sends it to the back post, a little touch from Zuniga. And the free kick's being brought back against Lachlan Ryan. Ryan on the ball. And Atuez has been awarded a yellow card for that challenge. Ryan, a Clarkey in the middle, Pizzuto to the right. Sends into the middle, and Vera gets the block. Pizzuto, Ryan, little touch. Back to a Clarkey with the shot now. Rebounds off the hands of Zuniga. Zuniga, Atuez. And it's cut out by a Clarkey driving forwards. It was a good idea. Lachlan Ryan a little bit slow to react on this occasion. Zuniga looks like he's going to go long for the run of Atuez, and rebounds off the head of Pizzuto. Neither team making a sub so far, with 7 minutes into this first half. Both teams seem to have very full benches. Collazo sends it over, and Robles now doesn't have much time on the ball. Takes the shot and he sends it over the bar. Santi Benez against Pizzuto. Pizzuto does well, and Ryan now 1v1. Sends it into the feet of Vera. A Clarkey. Collazo almost found Atuez. Ross trying to get a foot to it, couldn't quite. Dangerous position for the West Coast Cobras. The ball's been awarded to goalkeeper Tom Robles, and sneaky run forwards by Luke Ross. Zuniga cuts it out, sends it into Atuez, pressed by Pizzuto. Looks to Rabona it down the line, and Pizzuto gets the last touch, sending it out of play. Santi Benez, Vera, into Ross. Vera again on the ball, Santi Benez this time. Goes back to Zuniga, slices it out of play. Cummins and Hard on the court now, and O'Driscoll. 3 subs now made for the West Coast Cobras. No subs still for the Condors FC side. Hard finds O'Driscoll. And Zuniga did well to cover the shot from O'Driscoll. Cummins now looking to take a shot between Atuez and Vera. Handball awarded, just outside the D. The West Coast Cobras, interesting tactic. They have no one inside their attacking D. Follow up any shots. Just I say that, Hard's making his way in there. O'Driscoll with the shot. Straight into the hands of Zuniga. Plays Vera short. Vera doesn't have any passing options. Ball rolls out of play. The first substitution coming now for the Condors FC side. Martinez stepping on the court for Atuez. Ross forced all the way back to Robles. Cummins. Hard. O'Driscoll making a run forwards. A great ball from Hard. Might have been a slightly unnecessary block there from Cristobal Zuniga. The ball was definitely going to roll out of play before O'Driscoll could get to it. Hard with a double-up tackle, and he wins the ball. Collazo almost giving away a free kick there. O'Driscoll finding the ankles of Martinez. Santi Benez. Martinez, great run. O'Driscoll gets himself back extremely quickly. Excellent pace on the West Coast Cobras. Connor O'Driscoll, number 13. Vera looking for Martinez, and he sends it out of play. Silly little mistakes that could cost them this match and potentially a spot in the top 4. Ross slowly bringing the ball forwards. Plays Hard. Ross again. Ross hasn't subbed off at all in this game. It's been on for about 10.5 minutes. O'Driscoll. Little touch from Collazo. Looking in the middle for Hard again. Cummins. Down the line to Ross. Ross sends it across, and O'Driscoll can't quite find the end of it. Cristobal Zuniga to start the game again. Atuez back on the court. Foul there by Connor O'Driscoll on Rodrigo Silva. Vera out wide for Silva and sends that way out of play. Rosen on the court for the West Coast Cobras, subbing on for Luke Ross. Finally stepping off the court. A great little back heel touch from Hard, and the shot from Rowson straight into the hands of Zuniga. They'll have to be more clinical in front of goals if they want to get shots past the giant Condors FC keeper. The ball's being brought back for a free kick for the Condors FC. Foul's given away by Dexter Hard, I believe that was. Vera sends it out of play. Robles. O'Driscoll bringing the ball forwards, looking in the middle. Back to Hard. O'Driscoll again, a great little 1-2. Has Cummins in the middle. Rowson, back to Hard again. Cummins on the right. O'Driscoll forwards, and poor decision by Dexter Hard sees Atues going forward. Vera looking for Martinez, sends the ball out of play. Rowson, O'Driscoll, little touch from Vera, sends it back to Cummins. Ball forwards for Hard. Hard, straight into the hands of Zuniga. Atuez against Cummins. Bit of a space in the middle there by the West Coast Cobras. Ash Rowson defending Rodrigo Silva out on that right-hand side, wasn't covering the middle at the same time and left that space open for the Condors FC to get the shot off. Another side ball for the Condors FC side. Silva sends it left of the post. Rowson bring the ball forwards. Cummins has Hart on the left. Plays Rowson. Rowson dispossessed by Atwez. Can't quite keep the ball in play. Robles. Clarkey is back on the court now for the West Coast Cobras. Rowson sends it out of play. Vera restarts. Silva looking for Atwez, and it's comfortably caught by Tom Robles. O'Driscoll, Clarkey being pressed by Silva, looking to go around him, and Silva wins himself the side ball. Vera Martinez. Great run by Silva. Clarkey does well to get himself there. Clarkey does well to end up with the ball, and a little touch around Martinez. He's a 2v1. Well defended by Vera. Now a 3v2 going the other way. Vera Martinez and Atwez. And Cummins with a deflection and the first goal of the match. An own goal off the boot of Liam Cummins. West Coast Cobras just a bit too slow to get back defensively there. Had the numerical advantage attacking and should have taken advantage of it. And it's cost them a goal. Now down 1-0 and need to get themselves back in this game if they want to have any chance at a top 4 finish. And an excellent start to the game by the Condors. Shot from O'Driscoll, looking for the bottom left corner and just deflects off the hand of Zuniga. Great reflexes. Cummins, shot into Silva. Clarkey on the ball, Rowson with the shot, and he sends it way over the bar. Chances like that the West Coast Cobras really need to take advantage of, just like that 2v1 situation they had. As you can see, the game can turn very quickly. Clarkey fouled by Rodrigo Silva. Rowson and Cummins off the court. Ross and Pizzuto back on. Pizzuto, great touch forward passes Vera, a little bit too far in front. Excellent idea by Ross and Cummins and Pizzuto. Atwez trying to touch around Ross. Ross finds himself in space, sends the ball to the back post, a little touch from Zuniga. Ross again. Finds Pizzuto, and it's a heavy touch, sending the ball back into the feet of Condors. Hazard Clarkey, a 3v1 here for the West Coast Cobras. Sent to the back post by O'Driscoll, and they can't put it in the back of the net yet again. Just I say that, O'Driscoll takes a last-ditch shot, hitting the post. Zuniga restarts play, looking long, finds Atwez. Doubled up by Pizzuto and Ross. Clarkey in the middle, he has no one forwards. Pizzuto makes a great run. Back to Ross. O'Driscoll, Ross has space in front. Pizzuto, excellent run. Jake Pizzuto doing a great job making those penetrating runs for the West Coast Cobras. West Coast Cobras need to be careful defensively here. Atwez has found himself in those high spaces, unopposed a few times now. Clarkey to Ross, pressed by Santi Benez. Ross against Artuez, flicks over for a Clarkey, and great defensive play by Collazo and Martinez. Touch off the head of Ross, out of play. Corner kick taken by Artuez. Timeout's been called by the Condors FC side, I believe. West Coast Cobras have a little bit of pressure on them at the moment, down 1-0. Condors FC have definitely had the momentum so far in this first half, and if they keep it up and the West Coast Cobras don't match it, I dare say this game could get out of hand very quickly for the West Coast Cobras. Condors could see themselves up by a couple of goals before the half. 1 minute left, and that corner ball just wasted by Santi Benez. Ryan sends the ball out of play. Another attacking play here by the Condors. West Coast Cobras pressing hard, and a Clarkey, it pays off. Collazo just gets a foot to it. A Clarkey to Pizzuto. Pizzuto with the shot. Zuniga just getting his hand to it at the last second. Pizzuto, Clarkey. Looking towards Ryan, I believe, at the back, and it's turned over. The shot from Martinez rebounds off Ross. Artuez now. Santi Benez in the middle for Martinez. A Clarkey going forwards. It's a 2v2 now, Clarkey and Ross against Collazo and Santi Benez. Pizzuto, Ryan. Pizzuto again. Looking for Ross at the back post, and that's a great cutout by Collazo. A Clarkey, Pizzuto. 30 seconds of stop clock left. West Coast Cobras have definitely picked up a little bit of momentum in this last minute. They've swapped out Tom Robles for Michael Dudek so that they can play a fifth-man play, and just if they've done that, a poor touch from Pizzuto sees it at the feet of Artuez for a shot at an open goal. Ross bring the ball forwards, finds a Clarkey, out to Ryan, bring it into the middle, and that left foot shot left of the post. Nine seconds left of stop clock. West Coast Cobras are going to need to press extremely high if they want to get anything out of this 9 seconds. A Clarkey pressing on Collazo, and it pays off for him again. He's been putting great pressure on those top players, Hazrat Clarkey. Collazo looking long. There's only 5 seconds left. Ross probably have to look long for this one as well. One second left of play. Dare say Zuniga's ball will be the last. That's the halftime whistle here. I'm seeing the Condors FC pull ahead by 1 goal, which was an own goal deflected off the feet of Cummins. We're going to take a quick little halftime ad break, and then we'll be back in just a moment with this second half.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back to the second half of this round 11 men's Supa-Liga match between the Cobras and the Condors FC. Both teams today fighting for a spot in the top 4 potentially. So far in the first half, Condors FC have gone up by 1 goal with an own goal just deflecting off the back of Liam Cummins' leg in that first half. Shot from Ross, an excellent opportunity there, and Ash Rolson just a little bit slow getting to the back post. Zuniga to restart play. Looking to go long and finds Colazo. Vera. West Coast Cobras being instructed to press. Paid off for them. Ball from Santi Benez. Sent out of play. Rowson with a little touch to Ryan. Pizzuto in the middle. 1-2. Shot from Ryan and he sends it over the bar. Few wasted shots like that so far by the West Coast Cobras. That's a great cutout by Ryan. Santi Benez looking to go back to Vera, being pressed by Ryan. Santi Benez pressed by Pizzuto and Ross with the shot. Great reflexes by Zuniga, getting his foot to that one. Ross sends it across the face and it gets through the mass of Condors defenders and finds the feet of Colazo. Santi Benez here at the back post. Deflects off Pizzuto. Colazo with the shot, just sending it left. Luke Ross now against Zuniga. Luke Ross again. Shot from Ryan. I think it might have been blocked by Santi Benez. Yes, the corner ball has been awarded to the West Coast Cobras, taken by Luke Ross. Pizzuto. Dare say Luke Ross is probably the best shot taker to have in that position instead of taking the corner ball. Free kick's been given to the Condors FC side. Didn't quite see the foul in that play. Santi Benez looking to go around Ryan. Pizzuto now against Santi Benez. He finds Martinez in the middle and it's cut out by Rowson, I believe, and Rowson at the back post. Zuniga, an extremely hard goalkeeper to score against. Ryan and Ross pressing Martinez. Atuez now going forwards against Pizzuto. Santi Benez and ball to Vera, cut out by Ross. A lot of energy coming from the West Coast Cobras side now. So they're trying to press high, win the ball in those high areas so they can get an easy shot off. And they've got a 3v2 now, and Rowson sends it into the feet of Vera. Robles to restart play. Ryan. Pressed by Atuez, a little back roll to Ross. Rowson. Liam Cummins back on the court now. Ross to Ryan. Ryan through the middle. Little touch from Vera, sends it out of play. Oh, looks like it might have taken a deflection off Ryan also. Santi Benez finds Atuez. Sends it into Ross and out of play. Santi Benez gets around Ross. Shot blocked by Cummins. Luke Ross finding himself with a yellow card for talking back to the ref. Handball's been awarded by referee Tina Campos, and a few cheers from the bench for that one, from the spectator stand for that one. Cummins gets past Martinez, I believe that was. The shot taken by Ryan. Rowson does extremely well pressing up against Santi Benez now. Now he finds himself with a 2v1. Ryan makes his way back excellently. Ryan. Ross. Gonna go around Atuez. The ball's deflected off the feet of Santibonez. Vera holding up play. West Coast Cobras have dropped off their press a little bit here, and it's definitely a bit of a shift in the momentum now as the Condors find the ball at their feet. Just as I say that, Ryan cuts out the pass forwards by Vera. Vera finds Atuez in the middle. Ball sent out of play. Rowson has time and space. Finds Cummins. Ross. Cummins again. Rowson in the middle. Ryan with a driving run forwards. Can Ross find him? Ross finds his feet. Back to Ross again. Ball sent out of play off Cummins. Restarting play through Santibonez, and Vera trying to shepherd the player there. And winning himself the free kick. And he wastes the free kick on that occasion. It's a West Coast Cobras side kick in. Hard. Rosen. Oh, and that's too far out in front of Luke Ross. Again, West Coast Cobras have dropped off their press. Ball forward, wasted by Silva. Cummins. Ross has hard on the right. Looking to go around Silva. Does well to block that shot from Luke Ross. Hard, finds Ross again. Cummins. Ross. Cut out by Silva again. Cummins. A Clarkey. Hard. Cummins with space in the middle. Condors dropped into a bit of a straight line defense there. John, do you mind just... Thanks. Vera. Little touch from Atuez, and it's sent out of play by Ross. Steps off the court for O'Driscoll. Atuez on the corner kick. And that's 4 seconds up. Condors arguing that the West Coast Cobras weren't 5 metres from the kick, but I could clearly see the line, which is 5 metres away, and the West Coast Cobras were standing on it, so not quite sure why they were insisting that they step back even further. Free kick given there. The late tackle by Dexter Hard on Santibonez. Good chance here for the Condors to extend their lead. There's 12 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second half. Santibonez, bit of a poor touch there, being pressed by Hard. Hard finds the ball at his feet. O'Driscoll, and the free kick's now been given the other way against Santibonez. Cummins. Hard. A Clarkey. Cummins. A Clarkey again. Cummins in the middle, little touch to a Clarkey, looking for O'Driscoll, and O'Driscoll wasn't on the same wavelength. Went to make the run forwards. Vera looking for Martinez, and the ball just out of play in the air there. Hard to O'Driscoll. Driscoll shoots into Vera. Has time and space now. And he's flick over the top, cut out by Santi Benez, and he does well, gets a little touch off. A Clarkey with the pressure. Clarkey wins the ball. Pizzuto, O'Driscoll, 3v2 now. The Condors FC side have been doing very well at cutting out the overload passes from the West Coast Cobras. Dexter Hard looks like he's wanting to take a shot on his left foot, and it's blocked by Santi Benez. Pizzuto, O'Driscoll, great little touch. Luke Ross is back on the court now. Free kick given away by Vera. West Coast Cobras really need to make the most of this one. Get themselves back in the game. O'Driscoll flicking it over the top, but Cristobal Zuniga, a very tall player, I dare say one of the tallest in this league, if not the tallest. Gets his hands to it very easily, and the Condors now with a chance to go forward. Silva, Vera, down the line for Collazo, and that's a great little touch. Collazo now gets around O'Driscoll, and the crucial touch there by Luke Ross into Collazo's feet and out of play. Robles going long to O'Driscoll. And it flicks off O'Driscoll's head straight to the hands of Zuniga. Like I said previously, an extremely tall player. He's hard to beat at the top of the goal. Hard to beat at the bottom of the goal too. An extremely hard keeper to score against. The West Coast Cobras have been sucked into a flat line, and Vera trying to make his way through. Wins himself the free kick. Martinez, Vera. Looking to go around Pizzuto. Pizzuto does well. Ball's at the feet of a Clarkey, a bit of a tussle. Free kick given away by the Condors FC side. Ross looking over the top for Pizzuto. Header there from Silva. Kept in play by Martinez. Vera, a Clarkey with a little touch between his legs. Martinez finds Collazo, and it's into Ross and out of play. Collazo on the side kick in. 4 seconds again for the Condors. Silly little technical turnovers that you wouldn't like to see in such a crucial match. O'Driscoll finds Ross. Ross has O'Driscoll again. Pizzuto across the court. A big flick through from O'Driscoll, and Ross with the shot. And it's saved by the face of Zuniga. It's the referees call for the time to be stopped so they can check on him. Zuniga taking his time to get up from this one, and hopefully just a bit of a sore nose from that shot to the face. Timeout's been called by the West Coast Cobras, and I don't know if the mic picked it up, but they're actually going to start playing fifth man. I'm not sure if they're going to put Michael Dudek back on for the fifth, or if they're going to keep Tom Robles on the court. Sounds to me like Coach John Goodlich is going to put a court player in goal, and I believe it might be Lachlan Ryan at this stage. Bit of a discussion here by the West Coast Cobras. As you can also see the live streamer scaffold there. Yep, the bib has just been given to Lachlan Ryan for a fifth man play. Stepping on as fly keeper for the West Coast Cobras. Dexter Hard, Luke Ross, Liam Cummins and Jake Pizzuto playing fifth man for the West Coast Cobras. Little bit of a scramble by the Condors defence. As soon as they realise that the Cobras have a fifth player up in their attacking half. Bit of a slow ball movement by the West Coast Cobras. Great ball from Ross to Pizzuto. Looking to play Cummins back, and he wins himself the corner kick off Artuez. Corner taken by Lachlan Ryan. Luke Ross. Cummins. Looking to get a diagonal ball to the back post. Lachlan Ryan just forgot for a second that he's actually the goalkeeper. Artuez flicks forward to Colazo, and Lachlan Ryan still in goal. He hasn't made his way off the court. Luckily, West Coast Cobras win themselves a free kick, taken quickly by Luke Ross. Ball's brought back as the card is shown to Colazo. Yellow card, I should say. Hard. Ross. A great ball back to Pizzuto again, and Jake Pizzuto, just like that. 30 seconds of fifth man, and the West Coast Cobras are back in this game. Worth mentioning now that if this game ends in a 1-1 draw, the West Coast Cobras are ahead on goal difference and will have the chance to make the top four over the Condors. Perfect example of fifth man paying off. Condors from the get-go, you could see that they weren't prepared to defend against the fifth man. They were in a bit of a scramble as soon as they saw Lachlan Ryan make his way forwards. And the Condors FC have called the timeout now as they're trying to sort out their defence. Twice, Luke Ross has been able to get that ball through to Jake Pizzuto at that back post. Condors are a little bit too spread out and not blocking up the middle, making it hard for the West Coast Cobras to get those balls through. Tom Robles now back on the court for the West Coast Cobras. I think they're well aware that even if they draw this game, they still have a chance to make the top four. Hard now, and Zuniga with a little deflection. It falls to the feet of Artuez. Gets it through the legs of Cummins, and Martinez leaves the ball behind, but Artuez cleans it up. Looking for Colazo across the court and sends it out of play. Dare say that the energy in this game is about to pick up by both sides. So the Condors really need to score another goal. Otherwise, their top four chances die here in this match. Of course, the West Coast Cobras, if it's a 1-1 draw, are still dependent on Spearwood Lions match later this afternoon against the Northern Hawks. Hard looking for Pizzuto. Dexter Hard finds Pizzuto again. Bit of a heavy touch, sends it to the hands of Zuniga. Cummins. Cummins giving away a free kick for the hands in the back. And that's 5 fouls for the West Coast Cobras. They're going to have to be careful. There's still just over 4 minutes left of this half, of this match, I should say. Artois with the shot, Robles. And there's a little bit of a scramble there. Luke Ross ends up with the ball. Martinez using his hands in that tackle, giving away the free kick. Winning himself a yellow card. And that was the 6th foul by the Condors. West Coast Cobras now with a 10-metre penalty. We know 10 metres are extremely hard to score, and with Cristobal Zuniga in goal, that's got to make it twice as hard. He's a big guy. Luke Ross looks like he's going to be on the penalty. Dexter Hard ready for any rebounds, and Luke Ross sends it into the top right-hand corner. Collazo, Vera, bit of pressure on now for the Condors FC, and the West Coast Cobras take away the 3 points from this game. That puts them in an extremely good position. I dare say they're guaranteed a top 4 spot. Yes, if the West Coast Cobras take away 3 points from this match, they are guaranteed a top 4 spot. Ryan pressing Martinez. Artois now against Pizzuto. Pizzuto does well. Ryan with the double up. Robles with the ball in his hands. 2.5 minutes left. Ryan with the shot, and it deflects off the hands of Zuniga. Just about to come up into the last 2 minutes of stop clock. Looks like a little bit of frustration from the Condor side. Ball over the top for Cummins. Being pressed by Artois, and Artois takes the touch out of play. Cummins, Ryan. Does well, Pizzuto, Ryan again. Pressed by Collazo. Artois with the late tackle. And that'll be another 10-minute penalty for the West Coast Cobras. Luke Ross on the ball again. Took the first one so well. I'm not sure how he's going to follow up that shot. Sends it into the bottom left corner. Luke Ross. Yellow card awarded to Luke Ross. Red card is... Not quite sure what that second yellow was for. Luke Ross has got a red card, and if the West Coast Cobras do come away with 3 points, they'll find themselves in a semi-final without Luke Ross on the court. Great save there by Tom Robles. 1.5 minutes of stop clock left. Artois down the line for Collazo. Artois with the shot, and he sends it way over the bar. Bit of panic by the Condors side. A great turn by Cummins, and Ryan couldn't quite get control of the ball. Zuniga plays out quickly to Martinez. Artois plays Vera. Cristobal Zuniga making his way forwards for 5th man. It might be a little too late with 3-1 down and only 1 minute left of stop clock. Vera with the shot. Great save by Tom Robles. Second excellent save within a minute. Collazo Zuniga. Collazo again, and it's a very deep defense by the West Coast Cobras. Probably about 2 or 3 meters deeper than they really should be for defending against fifth man. Cummins looking forwards, looking for Ryan again, and it falls to Zuniga. Ryan has to track back, get in position against fifth man as the West Coast Cobras are still playing a man down since the red card from Luke Ross. Free kick being given to the Condors FC, and that is their 6th foul, the West Coast Cobras, so that's another 10-meter penalty being awarded in this match. Vera on the free kick. Thomas Robles, not as big as Cristobal Zuniga, but he's extremely agile and has excellent reflexes. Vera sends it straight into Robles, and Robles almost saves the follow-up shot as well, but it's sent into the back of the net. I believe it was Felipe Vera. Pizzuto looking forwards, finds O'Driscoll. The West Coast Cobras are now back to their full 5 men on the court. Vera, block shot by Ryan. Shot blocked by Ryan. Vera, again. Not quite sure what that free kick is being called for. I think maybe the West Coast Cobras weren't 5 meters, being asked to step back. Technical foul, so it's not doesn't add to the foul count. The side ball being taken again as the West Coast Cobras stepped in too early. Shot blocked by Pizzuto, and that is the full-time whistle here. West Coast Cobras coming away with the 3 points, and they have won themselves a spot in the top 4. And they will play in the semi-final. Thank you for joining us today. Our goal scorers for the West Coast Cobras, 2 goals for Luke Ross, 1 goal for Jake Pizzuto. And for Condors, we saw 1 goal for Felipe Vera and 1 own goal scored in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment with another men's Supa-Liga match between Phoenix Futsal WA and the Scarborough Sharks FC.